Hey guys, Aaron Farmer here with my sugar-free journey. It's time for Weight Loss Wednesday, so I wanted to check in. As of this morning, I am at 231.8 pounds, which means my first week of OMAD, this one meal a day experiment I'm doing for the month of August, has been a pretty good success. I've lost 3 pounds in the first week. I'll take it. 3 pounds lighter is nice. So before I dive into some of the stuff that I've learned this week, I just want to say, you know, by way of full disclosure, that I did have a cheat day yesterday. I had an opportunity to eat breakfast with my wife and oldest daughter, or only daughter, and so I did. I had breakfast with them and then dinner later in the day. So one day out of those seven, I did have 2 meals. But other than that, everything was fine. A couple things that I've learned is number one, I don't really need to be concerned about being bored on my days off and being tempted to eat. That didn't happen. It wasn't difficult to find other things to do, or just to keep, just to not think about food. That wasn't a big thing that I needed to deal with. The only thing that was challenging was when my granddaughter was over. We typically share meals. Like, I'll cook for me, and maybe I'll cook an extra piece of bacon or cut an extra piece of cheese for her, and we'll sit and we'll eat that food together. And so now what I was doing is I was cooking for just her and just watching her eat, and she didn't really know what to what to make of that. That was not something that we normally did, but yeah, it wasn't that big a deal. Second, the big thing that I learned, I mean, I knew this, but it was nice to experience it, is that anytime I had a hunger pang, it faded in just minutes. Like, all I had to do was just not eat, and that hunger pang went away, and it might have come back, 3 or 4 hours, but it wasn't like I was constantly hungry. It wasn't like I was just dealing with nothing but hunger pangs all day long. They came, they went. They weren't that big a deal. They didn't drive me to like want to feel like I had to put food in my mouth or I was going to die. They didn't make me grumpy. You know, it was the hunger wasn't something that I had to deal with. Basically, it came, it went. It wasn't that big a deal. Also, I've learned that exercise while fasting can be a bit challenging. Not so much when I'm doing weightlifting. So when I'm doing my weightlifting, so I'm back on the strong lifts program, doing weightlifting. It's about a half an hour, every other day, and that's not a problem. In fact, I'm usually doing it outside in the sun, in the heat, and it's not that big a deal in terms of my energy. I can do it pretty well. But on the other days when I'm doing cardio, which right now is mostly a lot of kettlebell swings, things that are really getting my heart rate up. When I do that fasted, that is really tiring. I feel nauseous. I feel just not like I have the energy level that's necessary to do. I'm doing like 500 kettlebell swings in like a half an hour. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not lying to you. No, 600. So 600 kettlebell swings in a half an hour, and I want to, or I feel, it's kind of hard to explain, but I guess nausea is probably the best way to describe it. Where I've just got a little bit of, I just don't have that extra gear to to push through and be able to finish what I'm doing strong. I'm still able to finish, but after I finish, boy, I immediately go inside and get me some food. It's just, that's the last thing I do before I break my fast, and I want to break my fast and then eat. So I don't know if I did, cardio exercise and then fasted for another couple hours. I don't know how that would affect me, but I can't imagine I would feel great. So I've got no plans at this time to push that and to see if I'm right or wrong. But I feel like I don't do well fasted cardio. Anything that really raises my heart rate. Of course, maybe this is just maybe I'm just adapting to this, and maybe by the end of the month I could do it, no problem. We'll see. Especially when I do cardio outside in the heat, and when I'm in Texas, so heat right now is 90 degrees, so it's pretty hot out there. But when I'm doing cardio outside in the heat, that especially really kind of I just don't feel great afterwards. But that's been the only thing that I could say has been remotely negative about it. So far so good. I'm losing weight. I feel good. It hasn't been the challenge that I thought it would be. So I'm going to do this through the month of August, and we'll see how it goes. Now, at the end of all these videos, there's a couple things I like to say, but one thing today that I really want to iterate is I love to hear from you guys, like how you're doing this week, how you're doing on your weight loss journey, how things are going, for you. If you watch this video, I love to read your comments. So, I mean, if you're on YouTube, leave a comment on my YouTube channel. If you're on my blog, leave a comment on my blog. I swear I'll see it eventually. You can come over to our Facebook room and talk to me there. You can go to mysugarfreejourney.com/28day, 28day, and that's a link straight to our Facebook group, and you can join that and follow me there. I'd love to hear from you. And if you are watching this on YouTube, please give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe. I'd like it if you would do that. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching, and we will talk to you next week. Bye bye.